Weird things are going on in Marvel Spider-Man. Someone turned into a really tiny cube and could beat up bad guys. We take a look at more rare finishers that you likely haven't seen before, and there's way more to show you. So if you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Let's start with a very weird glitch that the brother of JDebate, who put this on Reddit, encountered. By the way, spoilers for a fight later on in the main story of the game. Although I think most people already finished the game by now, right? Anyway, you're still here? Okay, well, we see that Spider-Man is gone. Instead, we got this very tiny white cube that can still perform the things that Spider-Man normally does. Like, you can web to a new object, shoot webs as well. It even got the spider sense, and apparently this cube is strong enough to cause some damage to Scorpion as well, pushing him away. I especially love the webs like coming out of this cube. So yeah, everything should still work, we just do not see Spider-Man anymore, instead this really tiny cube. Pretty weird, but fun to see for sure. I love this comment from Batman219 under this Reddit post. Peter was just a normal high school student until he was bitten by a radioactive Amazon package. So thanks for sharing this, JDebate on Reddit. I'm curious what happens when you trigger a cutscene. Will Spider-Man just be this white cube? Although it was likely resolved after this fight, I would imagine. Although some free roam gameplay with this tiny cube would be fun for sure. So what did we learn today? Stay away from radioactive Amazon packages. But we're just getting started because more funny things were shared on the official Marvel Spider-Man Reddit. Like there's of course one of the side missions where you fight alongside a fake Spider-Man. Well, normally he would not be much of a help, but in Gary on Fire's game, he turned out to have superpowers after all. I mean, not even the real Spider-Man can do that. The real Spider-Man also says that he does not kill. Well, Sherry Dion has proved that this isn't the case after all. He shared this footage where Spider-Man grabs the bomb he needs to destroy, but there's an enemy tied to it. So he detonates the bomb mid-air with the enemy like exploding as well. And as Nader Sicko noted in a comment under this Reddit post, it looks like the blood came out of the explosion as well. Like you see some dark red things there flying too. Looks pretty painful, just like two awesome finishers you may have never seen before. We got Nader Sicko again, who shared them on Reddit, and they are against the new jetpack enemies with the Sable equipment we saw in the Turf Wars DLC, and also battled in the Silver Lining DLC of course. So there are two finishers that Spidey can do that you can trigger when the enemy is charging towards you. We got one where Spider-Man rolls away and then takes the enemy out by grabbing his back and then throwing him on the ground. But there's actually another one that is even cooler. For this finisher, Spidey does not roll away, but kicks the enemy against the shield in the air and then webs him on the ground. Very smooth indeed. So I'm not sure if there's a way to trigger one or the other. It seems to be random because the charge attack of the jetpack enemy looks similar in both situations. And also interesting to note is that it costs only one focus bar instead of the two that you need for the rare finishers I showed in a recent video against the enemies with the whip and the demon guys with the sword that you encounter in the villa with the lift shafts, for example, and also later on in the game. I think I only defeated these jetpack enemies the old-fashioned way, so seeing these finishers is really nice. Thanks to both ReZaReddit1234 and Ryla Stuff for quoting me in this Reddit post. And of course Nader Sicko for letting me use the footage. But you saw the other gameplay as well, right? Because it's really easy to replicate. Just do a finisher when the enemy is charging towards you and have Spider-Man do the cool move. I also wanted to share this clip from Hotdog because this is what he calls a legit pop-up store, with things like appearing in the shop over time. Seems to be an issue that some people are encountering. Not sure if Insomniac still has updates planned for the game, but if they do, then this might be something they take a look at for sure. I will of course keep you up to date here on everything Marvel Spider-Man, so totally subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video to support the channel, and what I now want to do is of course what we do at the end of every Spider-Man video. Take a look at cool pictures that you send me via Twitter at JorRaptor with the hashtag SpiderRaptor. But you can also send them to my Instagram, JorRaptor, as well. Follow me there and then share your shots for a chance to be highlighted. Just like Nothing Cheat did with this Into the Spider-Verse style shot. I, by the way, watched the movie recently and man, that was really good. Totally give it a watch if you haven't already. From Into the Spider-Verse to the original trilogy with the Raimi suit where Hector is trying to kiss one of the Hammerhead enemies. Yes, the scene with MJ looked way more romantic. I like the spider heart on the right there though. Someone took a picture of Spider-Man doing an acrobatic move in the cyborg suit, and yeah, the frame makes sense, so that's why I like this shot, that the picture was then sent to Spidey's phone and he's like checking it out while overlooking the city. Really nice one, Sandy Yum. And I of course hope that I pronounced that right. This really feels old school at this point, these Scarlet Spider suits, but I do like this shot from Brown Sugar, with a nice focus on the suits that you unlock really early in the game. It still looks cool though. But yeah, this cyborg suit is still fresh, and I love how this shot from Romero Dylan focuses on the eye patch that now looks similar to one of Ubisoft's stealth games. Anyone? No, but I really like this shot, well done. It's getting hot in here, and it's likely this shot from Akram Ali with Spidey dodging the flames. You gotta do something in the winter to keep it warm, I guess. So, if you got some awesome shots, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both JorRaptor, and then share them with me. And don't forget on Twitter to use the hashtag SpiderRaptor. So then I can like easily track, of course, all your shots. Subscribe for more Spider-Man PS4 content, highlights of the photo mode, and more. And like this video to support the channel, of course. Check out my recent video on a suit power Insomniac secretly changed and some other cool rare finishers. I'll speak to you next time and goodbye.